Hello. Yeah. So good day, everybody. I'm going to today actually give you a view of chronological development and change, basically as documented by Professor A.V. Kelly, the theory and practice for the sixth edition. This documents how this has been evolved in the just give me a minute. I'll come back. Yeah, sure. So the idea is to let you know how the chronological development and change has been occurring and what we can take it back there. It's an historical account of changes in thinking about the school curriculum during the 20th century, as documented by Professor A.V. Kelly. I'll go through these there, may highlight some important turning points there, and I expect that audience will be able to note these changes there and may reflect upon that at their places how the curriculum has been evolving. Some of that you can traverse back into the history, some of that you can try to correct it for the future as well. I will try to speak for about 10 minutes there, and it may have some polling as well in between to just see that how you have been looking at this or understanding this. So this is at first we can say it's a state education was concerned primarily with the basic schooling, and the main objective was considered to be gentling of the mass, soft skill development, you can say. Then this chronology begins from what appears to be the first attempt to view the school curriculum in a more sophisticated term rather than a series of the subject to be studied or a course to be run. So this began somewhere in 1904. So it's an account of nearly 100 years as documented mostly through UK education. So in 1904, the Board of Education curriculum regulates for secondary schools, state secondary school, as a subject there from gentling of mass into English, mathematics, science, history, geography, foreign language, drawing, physical exercise, manual work, housewifery, etc. Then it took nearly 12 years, in 1916, when the publication of in the United States of John Dewey, Democracy and Education came in. So it's an you can consider as a social construct and political construct which always oversee that what education is really good. 1980 in the US, Franklin Bobbitt stressed the need for clear specification of curriculum objectives and an age of science in demanding exactness and particularity. So this marks the advent of science there, and curriculum is to be taught of as more than mere a content. So you know, just consider more than that, it should be there, reflecting your life as well. So in 1931, around again you can say around 10 to 12 years, Haddo report on primary education expresses the view that primary school curriculum is to be taught of in terms of activity, 31, and experience rather than knowledge to be acquired and fact stored. So this marked a great departure from 16 to 31, we can say around 15 years or so. And that in terms of process, so it should be a process. Curriculum development, teaching and learning is considered as a process rather than either content or product. Again, around 12 years, 1943, Norwood reports recommend three types of schools and therefore three types of curriculum for three types of mind. The society was considered to be divided into terms of academics, technical, and practicals. This marked a distinction. A year back, Education Act in the UK, that means education for all according to age, ability, and aptitude. Triple A, age, aptitude, and ability for all. This act brought an end to all age elementary school and established primary and education and curriculum as distinct and second and separate from the secondary. 47, 49 age has been considered as leaving age. 15, 49's basic principle of curriculum and instruction by US Raphael Taylor came in, and curriculum planning as concerned with purpose, content, organization, and evaluation came in. A lot of development has been taking place in US, but more applied in UK. 56, around again 5 6 years, the publication in the US, Benjamin Bloom Taxonomy of Education came in, which marked a great demarcation of how the education is to be delivered in terms of first objective as cognitive domains. That is something we should be able to do after getting education. But a year after, because of Sputnik 1 Russian mission, the whole attention changed into technological aspect, and it was been thought that it can be only done by the promotion of creativity. So creativity came in picture. Previously it was science dominated, reason dominated. Now came in your mind dominated in terms of left and right in terms of creativity. 59, 2 year, the author report in the UK education came in, and the right of every boy and girl as a national investment is identified. And so the importance for the curriculum and experimentation began. 60, the Bello report in UK, secondary examination other than GC, General Cambridge examination. Again, the importance of curriculum experimentation for less able people came in. 63, Newson report in UK, a different curriculum for different public examination for less able came in. 64, establishment in UK, School Council for Curriculum and Examination came in there. And for the next 20 years, this body, through its many projects, especially its equally many publications, promoted an extensive development and understanding of complexity of curriculum development as well as significant changes in curriculum examination through its wider influence. This period saw many changes in curriculum practice and including developing the individual subject as well, like modern mathematics, new field science, geography for young school leavers, craft, design, and technology, CDT, classical studies, combination of subjects, humanities, and integrated studies of various kinds, inquiry learning and new forms, and style of public examination. For example, coursework assignment came in 65, 66, 67 each year. Local authority, to submit plans for comprehensive examination for secondary education. Richard Peter, Ethics and Education, a powerful case for content-based intrinsic whole worthwhile activity came in. 67, Plowden Report, the need of an active and experiential curriculum for primary age people. Then again, after a lull of 3 4 years, their publication by Michael Young, Knowledge and Control, Ivan Illich, Disciplining Society, Paul Ferrell, Pedagogy of Oppressed, 72. Three publications mark the change in the how the pedagogy has been getting delivered there. We have come to around 76 there, and we come back to this again. Let me jump to 93 first. A series of amendments and designed to correct a deficiency came in. 201 AS level examination for 17-year-old full time. 202, 203. 203 is important because it led to reinvention of record of achievements. Now is called as diploma. So, celebrating learning. 203 again, there is a reversal of ages came into picture and pass marks. Lowering of pass marks for test at 11 plus was considered. 203 Qualification and Curriculum Authority abolished the failure grades, and this is very important. 203. The national curriculum test as key stages 1 to 3 in English, mathematics, and science, and the latter grade F for failure is to be replaced by N, which means nearly. So, not being definite, or you can say nearly pass is can be considered as positive, or nearly fail could also be considered. 204 testing program discontinued for pupils. Again, very important step. 208 select committee advised to discontinue testing program. 208 chaos over marking of standard assessment task for 11 and 14 years. Late publication result of the great even cry. 209 testing of 14-year in England discontinued. So there was more focus on formative than the summative part there. So with this, I end here, and we'll open up for any comments and discussions. Thank you very much.